Hello everyone, this is T-Bird Bricks with another video. I'm excited to unveil the finale of my brand new MOC series, Iron Man Havoc at the Hall of Armors. If you want to see how I created everything that you see before you here, be it the foundation, the floor, the gantry, the armory, the two mechs you see here, all the minifigures, be sure to click the link in the description below. It's going to walk you through the entire playlist of how I got from part 1 all the way up to the finale, which I'm doing today. And just to go through the quick background of the story here again, Tony Stark is just working in his lab. There's his little desk right there. But then Whiplash and an army of villains decide to storm Iron Man's armory. So it's up to him to suit up in the gantry that you see there, team up with his buddy Rhodey, along with a bunch of remote-controlled armors through the house party protocol, and beat the bad guys and send them packing. So let's go ahead and walk through this wonderful MOC. It's about 1,000 pieces, consists of 16 minifigures, including the mechs you see here. So you have Igor right there, along with a brick-built Hulkbuster and a brick-built Crimson Dynamo villain. Let's go ahead and walk through everything that we have. So when I started this build, I started off with the foundation itself. So you have the nice little border I have around the entire build, basically making this a large-scale vignette. It's 48 by 48 studs, and in order to make this border, I basically used a combination of different plates and bricks and tiles to make everything you see. I also have a snot floor. Snot stands for studs not on top, and basically made the entire floor flush with the border right here. Then I moved on to creating the armory itself. I basically have modified bricks with studs on top where you can put basically this armory that I designed and built, along with wiring that comes through the back. So the armory is housed inside this tan brick wall, and the wiring actually comes in through the back and goes through each individual module, lighting it all up. I also have wiring that goes through the snot floor that comes out through certain bricks that you see here and over there in order to create these fire effects, the firefighting, as well as the unibeam blast right here. In terms of the minifigures, I have a nice selection here. So first, starting off with the heroes, you have Tony Stark suiting up as Iron Man. You also have Rhodey as War Machine fighting the Beetle and an AIM agent. You also have Whiplash here with his unique little whips here made out of posing bar stands, really nice. You have Dumb E fighting off an AIM agent, basically hosing him down in extinguisher foam. Over here you have the Melter, classic Iron Man villain, fighting a couple remote-controlled armors. And then the remote-controlled armors are kind of suiting up, getting ready for fighting, coming out of the modules, getting ready to go. Over here is Igor fighting the Super Adaptoid, who latched on to one of the armor's flight capabilities, and now he's attacking him. You'll kind of notice, anybody who's watched the previous videos, you'll kind of notice a difference in the layout I have. So originally, Igor and the Super Adaptoid were actually up here, and then the brick-built Hulkbuster and the Crimson Dynamo were actually right here. I decided to switch them because I wasn't liking how much space that these two mechs were taking up, and you weren't able to really see the armory itself. Like, half of it was being obscured by those two and their size. So I decided to put the bigger guys on top of the armory and then switch them with Igor and the Super Adaptoid. And I think this new action sequence looks really cool. I like how he's kind of going outside of the border, almost like he's coming off the page, so to speak. And then I switched and put these two guys right here. And I think that just kind of says the testament of how sturdy I made this armory here. The fact that it can support the weight of these two figures, really nice. And lastly, I just want to speak on the process of how I designed everything. So everything that you see before you was drawn in Studio, which is a program that the Bricklink website has. And then I bought all the parts, mostly through Bricklink, and also some minifigures through the sets as well. All the lights were provided by a company, a small company called Bling Bling Bricks. I'll have a link to their Facebook in the link below, in the description below as well. Really great company, really great guy. He's a pretty good person to talk to on Facebook. Pretty straightforward with his prices and everything. And yeah, just look at the effects that the light really brings out. I think it really adds more bang to the buck. And I think overall this is a really special build. I'm really happy with what it is I've built here. It took me a few weeks to put everything together, and I'm just really happy that I was able to get this done, and I'm happy that you guys were able to join me on this as well. So let me know what you guys think of this build in the comments below, what you like, what you don't like, what's your favorite part, least favorite part. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Definitely tell your friends about this build, especially if they're into Lego superhero builds or Lego Iron Man. And yeah, have a wonderful week.